Hi everyone. It's Friday, so happy Friday. I shared this questioning grid just today on Twitter, and I had a couple people reach out and ask more about my ideas around using it, so I thought I would do a quick little vlog about it. This is something that I got from, you can probably see here, this Johnny Rocket 88.files.wordpress.com. It's a blog, and I'm not sure if he created it or if he got it from someplace else, but I wanted to make sure that I gave credit where credit was due. And I use this just to help teachers generate questions for lesson planning when they're trying to think about higher level questions. It's a nice way to kind of get your brain going around some questions rather than trying to come up with stuff on your own. And we have used it to brainstorm questions in different areas. How many factual do we need? How many predictive? How many analytic? And so on. So it kind of forces you into those higher order questioning pieces. But we also got talking, because we've been obviously talking a lot about students creating their own questions throughout their learning. How can we have students use this? And what we found is if you blow this up and make a poster out of it, with those poster makers, that those little squares are just about the right size for those smaller size Post-it notes because of the shape that they are. And so students can take the beginning portion, like if they're at in the predictive and they say what would or what should, they can just finish off that question on one of those Post-it notes, and then they can place it where it needs to be. And you can make a game out of it. How many squares can you fill in each section? We've also used it in guided reading groups, having it behind the teacher and asking students to generate questions about what they're reading, like in that moment, using this chart. It's also very helpful in that way. Just like with reading, we can use it in math centers. We could use it with guided math groups. So I like it, obviously, for helping teachers generate questions in their lesson planning, but as we move forward and started using it more with students and helping students to generate questions, we found that it was very applicable there and made for some engaging activities around that. So as long as I've got you here, I thought I would also show you a website that my colleague Ann Farrell and I have been putting together. It's a work in progress, but we started this to offer support to some of the schools we're working with in the way of PBL and inquiry as a kind of a warehouse for some of our ideas. And this page has been the biggest help to our schools in that, we end up talking a lot about embedding inquiry and PBL elements into daily instruction, because very often we don't have time to do full-blown IBL or PBL units. So we put together, just when you look at the gold standard from Buck Institute, their PBL elements, we kind of organize this here with challenging problem and question. These are lots of different strategies or resources around that. Reflection, critique, and revision. There's a great video here around I don't know if you've seen it, Austin's Butterfly, a very cool video around critique and revision, sustained inquiry, and we're adding more all the time. You can see that we've just kind of started the student collaboration piece too. So, and then we also included many more strategies down here as you go through. So just wanted to share that with you because it could be helpful. Hopefully it could help you, and if you're looking for some ideas, you might find it there. I'll also show you here, one of our pages is kind of a blog that we've started. And again, we're new at blogging and vlogging, but we're trying to add a new blog a couple of times a month. So keep looking out for this if you would. It's called PBL Insights at Weebly.com. All right, have a good one.